Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TechGig Webinars, our endeavor to empower techies. Today's session is fourth in the IP-Telephony VoIP series, and topic for the webinar is Open Source in IP-Telephony Asterisk. We are delighted to have Mr. Alok Kaushal, Director and CTO at Deepaja Telecom Private Limited with us today. Alok has more than 16 years of experience in designing and implementing telecom solutions. He has worked with companies like Ericsson, Satyam, Wipro in their software and R&D team. Alok has worked in many parts of the world, mainly Europe, USA and India. Gentlemen, this presentation will continue for next 45 minutes and we will take your questions after the presentation. In the meanwhile, you can post your queries through the chat pane available in the webinar software. Without further ado, I introduce you to our guest speaker, Mr. Alok.
Hello, this is Alok. Is that okay? Can we start speaking?
Yes, you can start speaking now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. As I was just introduced, my name is Alok.
Mr. Alok, can you please start sharing your screen? We can't see your screen now.
Yeah. Is it okay now? Hello.
Yeah, we can see that.
Good.
We can see the PPT and we can also hear your voice. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Hello, listeners. My name is Alok, and as it's already told, this session is about use of open source in IP-Telephony. IP-Telephony has been existing for a long time, and it started developing, it started showing some results about 85 and 90 times, and since then, small bits and pieces it has been evolving, and open source in IP-Telephony came really with Asterisk only. So there has been other open source existing before Asterisk, but they were not so popular in terms of, are not very easy to use for various reasons. They were like just open source, and they need to be used not as APIs. They need to be used as the modules which need to be integrated in your applications. So there has been some open source in the IP-Telephony, but by and large, Asterisk is the first IP-Telephony platform which came significantly and which has been immensely popular within the open source community. So today my presentation is about Asterisk, and I've been using Asterisk for past 7 years now. When I talk about myself, so I have been associated with many other companies that it was in the interview. So I started doing the programming in around 95 with a small company in Delhi, name Open Image, and then I moved to Satyam. 2 years I've been in Satyam, and then I've been into many companies doing the telecom related work. But then Asterisk was not there. In 2003, I started the entrepreneurship and started this company, Deepaja Telecom. And then I realized that the basic challenge in selling our products in Indian market is we need to be cost effective. Cost effective in terms of new player, you need to be cost effective and you need to be quality conscious. And these two things we could see in the Asterisk platform. So cost effective, obviously, because it is open source, and we could get a very good value in terms of making our applications more easier to adopt, and there was no cost associated with the software as a base. and the only cost was development. So we could see some good application coming out of Asterisk, and we could make a good mark in the application domain. So guys, Asterisk is definitely very useful if you are looking for entrepreneurship in the telecom space. This is a great platform to do the small applications in the telecom space. So let me start with the agenda of today. So first we'll do a small introduction to the Asterisk, and then I'll be talking about Asterisk as IP-Telephony communication, how the whole thing looks like. Then what are different applications around Asterisk. Then we'll talk about a bit of architecture, little deeper in the technical things, how the Asterisk programs are, how we write applications on the Asterisk, and what is Asterisk gateway interface, what is application programming interface. I'll also take you to the hardware component, and that is where we will see how the Asterisk platform is used with the standard telephony interface. For example, you are getting an analog line in your home, you are getting ISDN PRI line in your office, you are getting simple VoIP connections for international calling. So how you can use the Asterisk with those connections. And then I'll introduce, I have a slide about our products, the products our company has used on Asterisk, and what we have been doing for the last almost 8-9 years in our company's existence. And then I'll talk about the questions and the next things. So let me start with the introduction to the Asterisk. So officially, Asterisk is an open source hybrid telecom, open source hybrid TDM and packet voice PBX, and IVR platform with ACD functionality. Everything is there. I mean, when you talk about simple software-based system, when you talk about TDM interface, when you say TDM means analog, or it can be ISDN interface. It is packet switching as well, so you can use it for VoIP. You can do IVRS platform. There is a ready-made application, and you can use those APIs to write your IVRS. There is an inbuilt ACD functionality, and as somebody has quoted, unofficially, this is quite possibly the most powerful, flexible, and extensible piece of integrated telecommunication software available. So, this is the most powerful in terms of what it has right now, in terms of documentation, in terms of help available on the web, in terms of usability, in terms of ease of application development, is the most powerful tool available. The name comes from Asterisk symbol. Asterisk symbol means everything. I mean, it goes as wildcard. Wildcard means everything after that. So that is Asterisk. It can be anything. It can use any interface. It can use any interface. Your TDM interface, your analog line, your VoIP, your extensions, everything. You can add any telephony interface and switch between these interfaces. So Asterisk is designed as a PBX. The base of Asterisk is a PBX, and that is that is like almost inbuilt in it. You can use it directly, or you can use it with some little bit of GUI, which has been developed by many companies in the world. So the PBX is the base application of Asterisk. The big guy behind Asterisk is Mark Spencer. He started this in '99, and he's able to he was thinking about using some open source for his telecom interface, and he was not getting one, and very simply he started thinking of developing one. And in his own words, I needed a phone system with a small startup budget, and I had, as I had for the Linux support services, I wasn't about to buy one. So building one seemed the logical way to go. Very, very humble, but the very, very big impact it has done on the telephony market. Who is Digium? Mark Spencer was supported by Digium. He has been Digium employee sometime. So if you, I have a lot of idea about Digium, and we have a lot of connection with company as a whole. So who is Digium? I just went to Wikipedia and try to have the definition who is Digium, and it's primary developer and a sponsor of Asterisk open source project. And it offers a variety of specially designed low and high density telephony hardware. So if you want to connect your Asterisk with analog line or PRI line, DRI line, or some simply DSP enhancement and all, so Digium makes the hardware. But now it has a lot of software as well. They are promoting their own EPABX, and they are doing very well in the EPABX segment, which they have developed on Asterisk platform only. So it's not a hardware company anymore. It's a hardware plus software company. They're there in years. Now let's talk about this Asterisk IP-Telephony interface. So Asterisk converts the ordinary computer into feature-rich voice communication server. Can be installed in Pentium 4 PC to high-end servers with the quad-core processors or Intel high-end CPUs. Anywhere it can be installed based on the usage. If you want more usage out of it, if you want to respond more channels, if you want to process more voice, you need to have a stronger server. Otherwise, normal server will do. And if your requirement is just to connect your home telephony, or your office has hardly 10 extensions, you can do it with a Pentium 4 PC or these days 4-duo PCs or i3 PCs very well. You don't need to have a server always. Asterisk made it simple to create and deploy a wide range of telephony applications. Yes, we are doing it. We have a lot of applications built around Asterisk. In fact, the whole my company is depending on Asterisk platform to develop the application. And we have services including IP-PBXs, VoIP gateways, call center, ACDs, IVRS, and to add to that audio conference, we have bulk communication tools like sending voice messaging. We have predictive dialer. So there are many usage, and it has the support of IVRS conference, which automated attendance. These functionality are inbuilt in the Asterisk. Call queuing, call recording, call retrieval, SMS messaging. We have to put external. It's not, there is no inbuilt in Asterisk, but the SMS messaging we have to we have better tools outside. We have VoIP gateways which can be built over the Asterisk platform. Asterisk requires no additional hardware in terms of ordinary compute. It turns an ordinary computer into a communication server, as I just told you, and it runs on GNU, Linux, OpenBSD, FreeBSD, Mac OS, or on Windows. So they are good with Linux. All new, this is very popular open source. So there is a good, very good team working on it, and we just keep releasing new versions of Asterisk with the newer release of Linux operating system and newer release of hardware or newer release of Intel chips. So everything is going hand to hand and one after another, and we are seeing a good amount of documentation to support this. Real world application, yeah, this is the more important part here. In the real world application, you have key systems or EPABX replacement. So the most importantly, it can replace the EPABX. It can make the voice gateway. That means you can have TDM on the other side and VoIP on the other side. So for example, you receive a call on VoIP, and you want to forward it on your PSTN network, you can do it with Asterisk, though maybe not very much legal in India, but technically quite possible. You can use it as a voicemail server. Simply people can call and record their messages. You can use it as IVR system. You need to do a bit of programming here using the Asterisk APIs, but it's not very complicated. I remember the days when I was IVRS programmer with the Dialogic APIs. And the way I see today, yes, it is much easier. A lot of things have been handled within the APIs. I don't have to worry about buffer. I don't have to worry about voice compressions. Everything is taken care of just with some parameters. We can use it as a conferencing server. It's quite popular conferencing server. We have a a big conferencing application which is giving a lot of features. So conferencing is also inbuilt within the Asterisk. Call center is one of the major applications on Asterisk. So today I see call center is one of the main applications, and Asterisk is being used by all medium and small call centers who cannot afford the Avaya or Nortel kind of technology. But Asterisk is well affordable, almost 1/5 of the cost, and giving as many features as they want. In fact, for a small call center, whatever they want, everything is pretty much available within the Asterisk. Yeah, confused telemarketers. Now in India it has become a problem, but telemarketers, it's a very favorite platform for all predictive dialers, so the telemarketers are using it as a hot choice. We can use it for the gateway purpose. So a lot of places it can be used for the gateway. Calling card applications, not very popular, but for outside country it's very popular calling card application. Predictive dialer, I just said, and it can be simple like some home answering machine. Welcome to my home. I'm not available. If you give a message for me, that was very best. I have some questions here. Let's see. How many IP phones does Asterisk support? IP phones, actually, when you want to support the IP phones, it's like limitation is on the channel side. So it can be this question. I would reframe it like how many channels Asterisk can support. It can be IP phone, it can be PRI, it can be soft phone, it can be analog phone, anything. But for Asterisk, base is a channel. So you can say 240 channel is the limitation. And if you are talking in terms of EPABX, then you can easily make 1000 extensions, because out of 1000 extensions, not all of them will be using the trunk at a time. So keeping some ratio in the mind, you can easily have 1000 extensions in a single installation of EPABX, single installation of Asterisk. Okay, thanks for the question. So it can be used as a home answering machine. Now let us get into a bit, technical side of Asterisk, where you can see Asterisk application APIs are there, which is used by many applications like voicemail, paging, directory dialing, conferencing, calling cards. These are applications written using the Asterisk APIs. On the left side, you see the codecs. So you can use GSM codec. It's not the GSM which is there for the PSTN, the GSM SIM and all. This is GSM codec. So GSM codec G7 to 3, G7 to 9. It can be simple PCM like ULAW or ALAW. It can be ADPCM or MP3. So all these codecs are supported, and this is not exhaustive. The list it adds much more. It can be video codec as well. So H.264 is there, and you can use it as a video codec also. So you can have video phones also as an extension seamlessly. So like some of you can use audio extensions coming out of Asterisk PBX. audio IP phones, or you can use video IP phones seamlessly. Just you need to turn on the video codec. Some of these codecs are available for free with the Asterisk platform, and some of them are paid. For example, nobody can offer G729 as free because this definition itself is a paid codec. So you can charge your user, or you can buy the G729 licenses, G729 licenses, G723 licenses from different vendors. You have, inside you have scheduler and EPABX switching, and then you can see that there are underlying technologies which you can see at the bottom of the screen. So you have ISDN, you have SIP, you have SP23, you have voice modem, and some custom hardware. On the right side, you can see there are some Asterisk file format. So you can use WAV file, you can use .au, you can use .723. Most popular among them is WAV only. So WAV is a default your Windows audio platform. Any file you record in Windows is WAV. So this way your files recorded in Windows can be seen that used in the Asterisk application. Bit more technical, the channel APIs. So channel APIs are like you have different type of channels, and APIs are available for that. So ZAP channel, ZAP channel are the drivers for the telephony hardware. Now these days they are old, and DARI drivers are available. DARI drivers are technically superior than ZAP channel. Started by DGM only, but more popular. You have IAX2, so inter-Asterisk exchange, they are very lightweight. So when two Asterisk machines are there, they want to talk to each other, the protocol to be applied is IAX. You can do the SIP thing as well, but IAX is the lightweight, as I said, it will consume lesser bandwidth. So as you can see, you can transport up to 3 times three times as a normal SIP interface. So IAX2 is quite good in terms of bandwidth usage. Then you have SIP. SIP is the base of Asterisk. So everywhere, wherever you want to use Asterisk, or you want to use any telephony hardware connected with Asterisk, the best protocol to go for is SIP. So any IP phone or any soft phone or any ATA device, FXS, FXO, which is compatible with SIP is the best interface for Asterisk. It should be directly RFC 3361 compliant, and you're done. SP23 is there. It's not very preferable, and these days SP23 popularity is going down. So there are many devices or very new devices, I would say, using SP23 interface. Okay, let me see if there's any question out here. Codec translation APIs, so you have different codecs as I just discussed. You have G711, you have G726, G729, you have ILBC, and different, SPX is getting very, they're very serious about SPX. It's a very good protocol, very good compression, I would say, scheme. Application APIs, as I've just listed a few of them, there are much more. The list is very, very exhaustive, but some of very popular ones are here. Answer, you can pick up the call, background, you can play a voice, you can busy, you can just play a busy tone saying that device is busy. Congestion, that when you get it, you as a whenever there is a congestion. So you can play a fast busy tone on that. Dial, you can place a call, just some parameter like the number to be dialed need to be passed with that. Directory, so this will play the directory of voice and extensions. Meet Me, quite popular application for conferencing. So, all the Meet Me is a kind of a bridge you can make. So people who want to do audio conference, they just need Meet Me application to run. MP3 players, you can play the MP3 files on the Asterisk. The name is so suggestive that you don't have to think much about it, and you have quite good help available on the web how to use them. You can record a file. Voicemail is totally inbuilt. You don't have to, like in any other telephony system, a voicemail needs to be built. I mean, um, press 1 to go to the next mail, press 2 to delete it. Everything is inbuilt here. So you don't have to worry about unless you want to really change press 1 to delete and press 2 to play from press this to reverse order. A simple dial plan. This dial plan, you can see that it's Asterisk is normally on organized in terms of configuration files, and this is dial plan which is showing you how this is used. So you can see it's a configuration file. There's not small snapshot of the configuration file where you can see this is if the call is coming, the answer it needs to be answered. Then you need to wait, and then you need to play back some voice, maybe some welcome, and then you have to say some digits, wait. So these are using APIs. You can use the APIs in the in this. I have got a question from Neerav Shah saying that what is illegal and legal in India? Neerav, it's I'm not sure if it is directly related with this topic, but still I would like to specify. Please do not connect your VoIP calling with the PSTN. So anywhere you are using this switching, so you are receiving a call on VoIP and you are switching it to PSTN interface, or you are getting a call on PSTN and you are switching it to VoIP, that is illegal. And DOT don't like it at all. So be very, very careful. Illegal definition ranges to everywhere. Even your Skype is illegal, but there is a gray, there is a black, there is very, very black, there is a white. So difference is there. Go to the legal experts. From my side, I can say yes. Don't mix VoIP with PSTN. This is illegal as a base. So you'll almost keep away from all the problems. Okay. I have Asterisk gateway interface. So you can write a program in Perl, in PHP, Python, Java, all these languages using the Asterisk gateway interface. Variables are passed with the standard in of your application, and standard out device is there. So you have Asterisk console, which will show how your ACI is performing, what application is executed, what is the output of that command. It's quite simple. You need to obviously work a bit, but this is not very complicated anyway. You have manager APIs, quite interesting. I mean, all you need to do, say you want to know what is the health of your system, you want to display it, you want to have a monitor system, say in your system administrator's room, to see how many calls are going, how many calls are coming, which particular interface is running good or down or on warning state. Everything you can get, and you can ask what is the status of interface number X, and this is done through manager APIs. So manager APIs is just a manager interface where you can take this manager interface, send the command to the Asterisk, get the reply back, and show it your GUI, some good application. I'll show you. We have developed some web panel we install with all our applications in the next slide. And this is quite useful. It can be used to issue command, and you can take back the output, you can pass the output, you can show the things the way you want. Okay, this is what we have developed. This is part of our CallBox call center solution. So we have developed a call center solution based on Asterisk APIs and PHP, and this is the web panel. So running on Asterisk Manager APIs. You can see Asterisk status, it's up for 2 hours, 39 minutes, 1 second, HTTP, MySQL. There are a lot of things. You can see CPU info, interrupt info. This is coming from the operating system directly, not through Manager APIs. But there is an Asterisk card tab in it. If you can see, this Asterisk card tab is coming from Asterisk Manager APIs. Then the SIP user, again, Asterisk Manager API, SIP registry, channels, Asterisk commands, Asterisk logs, settings. All this you can do just by pushing a command to the Asterisk Manager interface and passing the return. Quite useful for my support staff who is going to the field or who is monitoring the performance in our customers' place of our applications. Say our call center solution, the customer says any problem. So first thing they do is to open the web panel and see what is they have. So you can see processor utilization, RAM utilization coming from Linux, and then different thing coming from Asterisk. You can also see here the hard disk utilization that is also coming from Linux. I have a question here. Do you have any applications available for some demo test? Yes, we do. This is a session where we are, I'm talking about the Asterisk. But you're most welcome to write me on my email ID, alok@digital.com. I'll connect you to our sales team, and who will assist you and let you understand. One more thing, you can call our toll-free number 1-800-102-3835, and no. So, Mr. Sushil, yes, we are we do sell Asterisk applications, and they are available, and you can always call our or mail us on the dpjetal.com. We will. Okay. Yeah, if you want to convert your PC into the phone system, the Asterisk is there. But yes, you can. It's not very convenient. You need GUI. Asterisk won't give you GUI by default. So to have the GUI, you have different applications available. You can go for free applications like free PBX is there. You can go for Flixbox, which is freely available, and then you can use the paid applications. Like my company do, we have IP-PBX product, where our people will help you installing it, help you running it, help you making your system a perfect PBX of your choice. My email ID is it is alok@dpjetal.com. I think you can get my details from the presenter's profile given in the web page. And let's move forward here. So this is one of the connecting Asterisk to. So here, I think Sushil, your question is taken care in this slide little better. So connecting Asterisk to the world. This is one of the key questions I face when people are not aware about Asterisk. So they come and ask me, it's a software, how can you do PBX? So software, yes, but what software is doing is switching. And what all you need is interface. Which interface to which interface you want to switch. For example, you have line coming from your favorite operator BSNL. This line need to be terminated in your EPABX, and say you want to choose Asterisk as your EPABX. So you can get your line terminated in the Asterisk EPABX using some card, and that is called TDM card from Digital. I have a question again here. How many types of outbound dialing does Asterisk support? You can outbound when you say types. I maybe need more clarity here. Asterisk can do use different protocols of dialing. Use different protocols while out dialing. But when you say type, maybe we are talking about bulk dialing or normal dialing. I'm not sure. Okay, let's move with the thing. So you can use different cards to terminate your. So there is an analog card available that is called a FXO card. So take your line coming from your DSNL, push it in your card which is installed in your server, and you're done. For the extension, you can take the soft phone extension, or you can take IP phone extension, or you can use some analog telephony adapter to have the extension. So this is VoIP soft phone. You can use VoIP hardware from the various vendors. In next few slides, I will cover the VoIP hardware as well. So you have VoIP termination, origination service from the carriers. So there are different carriers in India. Like you have Net4 India, you have NovaNet. All these are VoIP terminators. So they can give you the VoIP services coming from internet directly. They are ITSPs, internet telephony service providers. I am getting some technical questions here. A bit more technical here is there what is the survivability option in Asterisk? Yes, survivability. Yes, it is there. There is a thing called high availability options. So you can use high availability options and make sure that you keep getting. Whenever your primary servers are down, you can use the secondary servers to come up without any manual intervention. But in these cases also your calls may not continue. So hotspot or this high availability is available, but not without loss of calls, ongoing calls. So yes, this is if you mean by survivability, yes, high availability systems are there. So not sure about, somebody is asking about Ragi. I'm not sure, but much informed about this particular thing. What is the advantage of using onboard card over VoIP gateways, or vice versa? No, this is quite interesting question and very connected to this topic. Whether to use onboard card or VoIP gateway. In our company, whenever I have to use FXO, I don't use box, I use card. And when I have to give extension and use FXS, I always use box. Why? First thing is onboard card cannot take many extensions. If it is about 24, it's complex. It's quite clumsy to have 24 extensions running on your Asterisk. But if you have lesser number of trunks, trunks are always in any PBX situation. Trunks are lesser than extensions. So to take the analog input or trunk lines, we use FXO. So FXO is always the card. Good thing about now, what benefit is there? If it is a box, then we have problem with the caller ID. We have a problem with a lot of other things. I mean, sometimes controlling that external box is not that easy as controlling your card. That's pretty much there. And base of it is caller ID. I would always prefer to go for card in case of FXO and box in case of FXS. Coming to the PRI, I always use PRI card because they are way cheaper and flexible than media gateways. You have gateways available from audio ports, gas stream, Vega stream, but they are quite costly. And it's better. I think you get all the options available with your cards. So it's good to go for cards in case of PRI. But in case of analog, you should use the other way around. Onboard, yes, now I think we are clear. Onboard card is better in some cases, and that always depends on the application. So if your application is using less number of FXO lines, then use onboard. And if it is PRI, use onboard. Logical partitioning, no, I haven't seen that stress with logical partitioning. It takes your system as a whole. So only one instance of Asterisk is running on your system at a time. Auto failover concept is there in Asterisk. But actually it's not coming from Asterisk, it's coming from the card vendors. So if you're using Sangoma card, then they have something called auto failover. And if you're using OpenWorks card, you may not. So depending, this is also depending on which card you're using. Allow me to go to the next slide. I have a lot of questions, so please forgive me if I cannot answer it right away. Just want to show you some cards. Those who are new to Asterisk would definitely find this slide interesting. Where you can see on the left, you have a X100P. This is a PRI card. Quite small. It's smaller than your network interface card. It's really very small. There's no DSP. One thing I would like all of you to appreciate is concept behind Asterisk hardware is HMP. So there is something like the DSP based cards where you have Dialogic, where you have Icon, where you have MMS, where you have Aquila, you have Pika as well. A lot of cards in the world which use DSP. Means processing is happening, your voice is processed on the card itself. But the new concept with the DGM is HMP. Host media processing. So your CPU, which is hosting the card, is doing the media processing. And that saves a huge amount of money in terms of card cost. For example, Dialogic PRI card will cost you 1,35,000, whereas DGM PRI card will cost you 25,000. So huge difference is really huge, because with this kind of powerful CPUs which we have today, i3, i5 is better than any server. So you actually don't need card to do all your voice processing. Why to have that costly hardware on the card when your CPU can do? Only for the high-end applications. For high-end applications, you have cards which actually will take care of your voice processing as a separate media processing card. So you are also away from, in case you want to go for Asterisk, the media processing and the signal processing are done by two different cards. Media processing is done by your CPU and the signal processing is done by your card. So you have a quite modular interface where you can save a lot of money and you can get the value. So when you have to do signal processing, you actually need to do that only. Multi-service provider or TDM card, can we terminate one line from BSNL and one from? Yes, very much. You can definitely do that. The question was here, a very interesting question. One line is coming from BSNL, another from Tata, another from Airtel. Yes, you can terminate. You have 4-port FXO card. Put 4 operators here. COI, I don't know. So, conferencing solution, most reliable conferencing solution. Yes, it is. When you say most reliable, let the people think if the media processing is happening on a separate board, then it is more reliable. It may be right also, but actually you have a lot of options in terms of processors these days. So I would say Asterisk is a good option. But as you said, hundreds of people are there in the conference, then there may be problem with the channel and there may be problem with the online mixing. So if your CPU is not powerful enough to mix the voice stream in the real time, you might feel some difficulties. So my recommendation is go for media processing card plus an Asterisk card if you want to do it with Asterisk, or There are other open source available. I'm favoring all these time Asterisk, but we should not ignore the upcoming new entrant in the open source IP telephony. Like we have FreeSwitch. FreeSwitch is good, promoted by Sangoma, and it don't have this limitation of like 240 channels. So in FreeSwitch, you can effectively go for 2,000 channels without thinking twice, and this guy is support. So yes, FreeSwitch is good if you want to do this kind of thing. Yes, Skype Connect is available in the Asterisk. Skype Connect means you have some bit of software available for the Skype, which you can connect the Skype devices with the Asterisk as one of the telephony interface. So it is available. I don't know what more you want to know, but it's just a module in the Asterisk which will allow you to have the Skype device connected. How do I get the longest hold times for a queue in the Asterisk CLI? I'm not sure. I don't know. Why you can have I don't know why there is a limitation in the hold time. You can have any hold time. You can hold the people for any number of time. So not very clear about this question. Maybe you can reframe it and send it to me. Yeah, here you can see some more TDM hardware. You can see there is a DSP DS300 3000P. This card is again PRI card, where you have a different type of PRI interface. You have some telephony adapter, very simple telephony adapter as standard IPAXY. This is you can just use if you want to use your favorite analog phone with the Asterisk. Just use this kind of box, which is easily available, I think, with a cost of less than 1,500 in the market, and use your favorite phone with Asterisk. This is Linksys, the most popular ATA analog telephony adapter in the market. So it will give you PAP NA2, so popularly known as PAP2, and this will give you two FXS interfaces. So when it is connected to the Asterisk, how these boxes are connected to the Asterisk? Very simple, on the LAN. It can connect on WAN also, but you can see on the LAN. On IP it can be connected, but as for the simplicity's sake, you can just use your analog phone with these devices. So just hook it wherever, no matter where is your Asterisk, your phone is there. You want to use your phone, use PAP2 and hook your phone with PAP2 and connect your PAP2 with the Asterisk. Done. So you can use your extension as a non-analog extension. Sipura devices, same as PAP2. Very good, very popular in India. These devices. I'm showing some phones which are doing good with Asterisk. So we have Cisco 7960. Which is having the SIP protocol implemented in it, and through SIP, and all these devices which we have seen in this presentation are SIP hardware only. Polycom IP600 is one of the phones, quite nice voice quality, and SIP hardware device. Why doesn't Asterisk accept digit on outbound? It does. Who says it's not? I mean, we have so many applications. No, it's not true. You can. I have a question. Why doesn't Asterisk accept digits on outbound calls? It does. So I think your perception is not right. Asterisk accept the digit on outbound call as well. Soft phone. You can just use a soft phone with your headphone. Quite easy to operate. The X-Lite is free downloadable, very good quality soft phone. Download it and use it. So in your Asterisk, say you are getting one analog line in your EPABX, two analog line in your EPABX, and you have 10 extensions in your office. You can, you want to have an application with very dirt cheap expense. This is good. So you can use this. What CPU configuration do you recommend to use Asterisk powerful? CPU configuration always depends on the number of channels you want to use at a time, or your application also. If you are using conferencing type applications, even the lesser number of channels need a lot of processing. As I said, this is HMP, host media processing. So what you need to look at is what is your media processing requirement. For example, what we are using in our applications. So if we have say EPABX, we are supplying an EPABX to a company where we know one PRI line is coming and some 10, 20, 30, 40 extensions are there. I say give me a PC and you're done. Any PC, even normal P4 PC will do. And if I have a call center where we are using predictive dialing and we have 100 agents behind it, then we would like to go for some good quad-core CPU, and maybe a couple of them on a single board to give a good performance. So CPU configuration always depends on your media processing requirement. CPU is doing a media processing for you, and if your media processing requirement is more, go for a better CPU, and if your media processing requirement is less. So how you find out your media processing requirement? Yes, one is number of channels, and if you have more number of channels, you need more media processing. Second is type of application. So if you have say your CPU is recording as well, so all the calls are recorded, you need more CPU space, more CPU cycles. If you have conferencing, if you have fax, you need a lot of CPU for that. So depending on your type of application, you need to use the CPU. Dial plans, obviously we cannot cover in this presentation, but you're most welcome to call my support. We have a simple support plans available with us on Asterisk. All of you, you can take our support. This is just we have a very small piece of giving you Asterisk support. You can buy quarter Asterisk support for a quarter, for 6 months or 1 year, and you can make as many calls to our support and create the issues and get the support from us. So yes, we have a paid support available for Asterisk in our company, and free support is also available on the web. Lot of forums are there. Just go on the web, type your question. Most likely you will get the answer. But if you want to start from the beginning, I would recommend to go for a paid support in the beginning, and once you think you are good enough, you can go and go to the online communities and get the support. Hosted IVRS, somebody want to know about hosted IVRS? Yes, we are very much interested in this. This is a new product which we have launched, and in this one can build hosted his own IVRS using our GUI based platform. So there is a web based platform where you log in, you create your own flow, you upload your own files, and you can have the IVRS. Now if you want to we will give you a dedicated number. So there will be a number which is dedicated to you. When your caller will call, they will get the same flow which you have designed, or you have designed with our team. And there are a lot of features available with this this particular product. I'll definitely cover that, but this is not a commercial presentation. So you are most welcome to call me on my number 98490 24331, and I will explain you after this conference. Okay, so feel free to call me. I'm definitely interested to sell this to you. Our products based on Asterisk. Now let me talk about my company. So we have product. The suite of products is known as Convox. We are popular in call center solution. We have call center solution ranging from 1,000 seats to 5 and 10 seats. We have our call center solutions being used in almost every part of the country. We have major customers in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, Pune. So we have all these places. We have our branches, and where we have support staff available to install and take care of our solutions. Yes, the question came again, does Asterisk support large-scale partitioning? No, it does not. You can run only one Asterisk instance at a time in a server. Running 2 instances is not possible, as much I know through my references. You want to change IVRs yourself, you can do, but help is available free. See, somebody is asking a question about the IVRs of our hosted IVRs platform. So our hosted IVRs platform is available, and once you take the subscription, you can always design the flow by yourself, or you can ask our team, and there is no cost for the taking help. You can ask them to help you to design your own IVRs. This is the GUI, click, and you can design. It's very easy. So as I said, I can cover it. Please give me a call on my number once this conference is over, and I'll certainly help you with the information. Between VoIP, I have a question here which says, does between VoIP and PSTN calling not on the OS level? See, logical, I understand why this question has come. There is a question here which says, can I have a logical partitioning in the Asterisk between VoIP and PSTN? See, there's nothing like logical partitioning term available in the technical way. But yes, if you want to satisfy DOT and want to tell them, yes sir, we have a logical partitioning where we don't allow the VoIP calls to go to the PSTN calls and vice versa, yes, you can say that and do whatever you want inside. There is nothing available on the Asterisk level. You need to do on your own on your interface. So what you need to do in your dial plan, that if a call is coming from the PSTN, you should not allow them in the VoIP, and if the call is coming from VoIP, you should not allow them in the PSTN. That you need to do on the dial plan. So that is good enough to satisfy DOT, but it always depends on which DOT officer is talking to you. So best of luck with your explanation, but I'm not 100% sure they'll be always satisfied with their answers. This I would say I have not been very successful in explaining myself whenever I said, okay, we are not allowing, but they say, okay, capability is there, so you may allow. How can you prove that you don't allow, and how can you prove there is a partition? There is always some gray area, and you need to take care of it. This is legal question rather than technical, so I think the answer is left to the legal experts and DOT people. Scalability on Asterisk, as somebody has just asked, we have done 1,000 seats. So obviously not from the single server. We have done 1,000 seats in a call center in Delhi. But how have we achieved it? We have done our installation in constellation of servers. So with the help of 5-6 servers, we could do it. So the same is recommended to you. If your Asterisk is going beyond 200 channels, better you change the chassis. Well, better you add another chassis. And we have 90-party conference. So this is a good scalable application. But in the 90-party conference, one is speaking and other 89s are mute. And one of them are unmuted based on the choice. So this is conferencing system. So you need to balance your application. You need to create some kind of logic in your application which can support the higher density. On the base of it, if 90 people are talking at a time, believe me, the best conferencing system in the world will also fail because nobody can listen to anybody. So it's more of an application than Asterisk. Bulk messaging. So I have a question here which is, can you elaborate on the bulk messaging? You can do bulk messaging, but not with Asterisk. You can have a simple bulk messaging application running on some internet-based SMS service provider, and that's the best thing to do. What you can do, you can have the bulk voice messaging using the Asterisk server, and bulk voice messaging, yes, it's a very popular application, and we have one of our package doing the same. These are some of our customers using our Asterisk applications. We have Star Health, one of big customers, 926 call center, BHL, Nagarjuna Group, Bill Desk, Dr. Bhatta, Hindustan Petroleum, Indian Oil, Indian Immunologicals Limited. These are our customers. ATS services using that 1006 call center. We have Country Club, we have ICICI Prudential, Smart Value, Apollo Hospitals, PBX, Granules India, Satyam, and we have a lot more. This is a bit older list. So we have a lot of people using Asterisk-based application. Yes, I have a good question here. What is the future of IP telephony or Asterisk-based products in India according to you? Believe me, Shah, I believe that this is going to rule, because India is price sensitive and bit quality sensitive market as well. This will definitely rule. And as the way the telecom explosion is taking place and new applications are coming in the picture, we have hosted telephony coming in the picture. There are a lot of applications coming up based on Asterisk, and we have a great future of Asterisk. Not just Asterisk, but any other telephony open source which can provide the IP telephony. All we are waiting are the complete our community, telecom application development community or Asterisk community is waiting for government to legalize or open the VoIP telephony, and we have sky as a limit. Once we have VoIP open and DOT is not on our head for every now and then, we will definitely create a very big application segment. Our the way it is happening in US, you can see this Asterisk is going to go in the masses, and there will be a lot of. When I see there is a possibility that even school and colleges will adopt Asterisk as one of the telecommunication application development platform, and definitely there's a very big future. All we are waiting that VoIP should be a little more open in India. So guys, just want to recap what we have just discussed. So as I said, Asterisk is a great open source to write your applications. You have in order to write the application in Asterisk, all you need is knowledge of the configuration files and how to use the different Asterisk APIs. You have protocols available as main protocol available on the SIP is Asterisk is SIP, and you have a lot of compression, voice compression methodologies available. Like you have G729, G723, you have GSM, you have IRBC, SPX, and MP3, and we have also seen that different type of interfaces we can use in Asterisk to make it the PBX. So you can use analog telephony cards, you can use a PRI card, and this way you can make a lot of good applications with Asterisk. A lot of applications are also available freely on the net. You can download them and try to use them and take the help from us in case you need, and on the online communities, they'll help you with your application. So, any other questions from any of you? I'm waiting for the questions. So, hello. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Alok, I think we can conclude now.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just asking my audience to ask questions. So in case they have any, I can just answer them. I don't see any other questions.
We shared all the questions which were asked.
Okay. Okay.
I think we have answered most of the questions. So if there are any more questions asked by the attendees, we can take them offline and upload the answers on the site.
No problem. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate it. So closing it now. Okay. Bye bye. Bye.
Thanks, Mr. Alok, for your informative session on open source and IP telephony asterisks. It was indeed an enlightening session. I would also like to thank our participants for the support in making this webinar a huge success. The recording of this webinar will be available on techgeek.com by tomorrow. The next session in TechGeek webinar series is happening today at 5 p.m. Topic for the webinar is Nuts and Bolts of Business Intelligence. We'll be having Mr. Rajiv Bhattacharya, System Software Engineer at IBM as our guest speaker. So see you all at 5 p.m. Till then, thank you.